Okay. All right, so you're gonna turn on the collar. There's a red dot right there. And there's a red dot on the back of the remote. You're gonna make those two touch. Green light means it's on. Wait for it to flash. If it flashes green, that means it's charged. The remote has an on and off button on the side right there. You're gonna press and hold that button until it says on, or press and hold until you see off. To turn off the collar, you touch that red dot, and then you see the red light, that means it's off. Green, on, wait for it to flash, charged. If it flashed yellow, orange, or red without pressing any buttons, then that means it needs charging. The charger is in the box right here, and you can charge both the collar and the remote at the same time. There's a micro USB here and an area for the charger here. So I'm gonna turn them back on. The remote has a battery symbol there, so you can see how much charge it has.
Okay.
Then the main button that you're gonna use is gonna be this red button. That's the red continuous on the side. That's the main button. And then the way that you find the lowest level with him, like for instance, we called him, he wasn't coming, so press and held, and I started going up until he started feeling a sensation. To me, I start feeling it around 10. Now that to me is relatively mild. You could do a boost, which is like this. So that one's a 14. Or you can do a 15, so I can definitely feel that one a little bit more. Or in that situation, you go until he stops. Okay. Over time, your no that comes with a penalty, your recalls and things like that, he will beat the penalty by doing it instead. So then you don't have to worry about rolling it up and doing all that. But at the beginning, you will have to roll it, especially the first few times with things like that, so he can avoid it. Now, let's say that this happens. You let him out, and he runs towards the golden, and you say no, and he stops. You don't have to worry about like doing a big penalty because he respected your voice. That's what we want. Now, if he didn't stop, you roll it. Because like we shocked over there to get him to come because we were calling him, but we could have just penalized it. No, don't do that. I don't need you to come to me, but no, stop that. So we could have done that too. But because we wanted him to come, that's why we used it for the recall. Now going back to this, so we have the on-off, the button. These buttons are vibration. This one's tone. We really don't use those for training. The main reason we don't use them for training is because dogs get wise to the collar faster if you use vibration or tone. It becomes a warning, and we want the warning to be your voice, not this. That way, the day that you don't have it, you call him or you tell him no, and he stops. That's what we want. So I'm gonna turn it off. And there's a light too, which when it's dark, you can track him. So that same on and off button, instead of pressing hold, you can tap it once. See, it gets the bright light. Tap it again, it holds that bright light.
Okay.
It's just like a tracking light.